Bournemouth, Britain's seaside paradise, has been destroyed. Violent crime has surged to 11,551 incidents, turning the resort into the Wild West amid horrific attacks and even murders. And then look at the beach itself. Ezra Levant of Rebel News posted, "This is not Gaza, this is Bournemouth in the UK. Here's the video that has gone viral." So what has happened to Bournemouth? Well, in a major new documentary for the New Culture Forum, Peter Whittle has argued that it is the town that diversity destroyed. Watch.
Our political class, in their munificence, showered Bournemouth with the cultural riches of the Third World. And what has been the result? Today, just a generation later, Bournemouth is plagued by rape, child rape, violence, murder, sectarianism, gangs, and citizen militias. Many locals, women especially, are now afraid to go out into the centre after dark. What on earth has happened here?
And the cases are horrendous, but none worse so than one which is very close to my heart, having got to know his father, the death of Thomas Roberts. Can you believe that more than half of you are watching this video but not subscribed? So please do me a huge favour, click the subscribe button now, turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to all of our brand new Outspoken videos.
In 2021, a 15-year-old girl was dragged into the sea and raped by one Gabriel Marinocha. Then, in early 2022, an Afghan asylum seeker, Lawagin Absul Ramazani, stabbed a local man to death, Thomas Roberts. The Afghan had killed 2 people in Serbia previously, had fled to Norway, where his asylum claim was rejected, and then had come to Britain, where he claimed to be just 14 years old and was granted asylum. In 2023, a group of Asian males sexually assaulted a 17-year-old boy while he was swimming in the sea. The same day, 2 16-year-old girls were assaulted outside a fish and chip shop. One sexually, the other was slapped. A week later, 2 young girls, aged just 10 and 11, were sexually assaulted while swimming in the sea. According to the superb essay in the Pimlico Journal on Bournemouth, none of these crimes have yet been prosecuted.
So why aren't locals getting involved, given what's happening to their town?
I think it's a real shame that feminist groups aren't getting involved. I can't believe they're not getting involved, and it just attests to their own cowardice. You know, they're so afraid of being called a racist that they will not protect women and girls from very clear data that supports that they are a threat and a danger to us.
Well, they weren't that good either on the grooming gangs, were they, either?
No, and already we're hearing reports that the migrants from the boats have been involved with the grooming gangs. And yeah, the silence, I think, is deafening from them, and I think they should be ashamed.
Yet the lefties say all is okay.
For those who insist, in defiance of their eyes and ears, that crime in Britain is actually falling and that we've never been safer, well, consider the following. In the 10 years from 2014, here in Bournemouth, the rate of rape has risen 276%. That's rapes have almost quadrupled, therefore, in 11 years. Violent crimes have risen 173%, almost tripled. Public order offences have risen 223%, more than tripled. In 2024, the rate of antisocial behaviour incidents was higher here than in any other part of the country, with the exception of Westminster.
But of course, this summer, everything has changed.
In towns and cities across Britain, this summer has seen people's patience finally snap. Protests have sprung up around the country, including in Bournemouth, mainly targeting the hotels where these alleged refugees are being housed. The wave of crime and antisocial behaviour they bring with them includes sexual and violent crime in particular. A July 2025 Daily Mail report found 312 asylum seekers in UK hotels had been charged with 708 crimes over just 3 years, including 18 rapes, 5 attempted rapes, 35 sexual assaults, 51 thefts, 89 assaults, 43 drug offences, 18 burglaries and 16 robberies. This data was from just 70 hotels. There are, in fact, 220 such hotels across the country.
And the host of that brilliant New Culture Forum documentary, Peter Whittle, is with me now. I'm delighted. It's exploding. It's going viral. It's had hundreds of thousands of views. It really deserves to, because Bournemouth is a case study, I believe, in the overall destruction of the United Kingdom. But first, the number one worst fruit for your waistline. Look, are you turning healthy fruits into highly unhealthy fruits without even realizing it? Fruit can be one of the healthiest things you can put into your body, but the majority of Americans are guilty of making this single mistake that can counteract all of the health benefits of fruit. Some fruits can help with occasional constipation, reduce bloating, and even help burn calories. Others can wreak havoc on your digestive system and energy levels. Now, I came across this viral presentation from world-renowned heart surgeon Dr. Stephen Gundry that showcases the 3 fruits to stop eating today. It was shocking. I had no idea. And after finding it out, I've stopped eating these 2. I'm going to put a link for you all to watch it because I want you all to gain this information. I think it's truly important, actually. You can go watch it right now at thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. That's thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. I've also linked it in the description box below this video too, or if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, you can just click on the QR code on screen or hold up your phone, you go to the QR code, you know how it works. Oh, and by the way, eliminating these fruits could forever change the way we help increase energy levels, decrease brain fog, support digestion, and even lose weight. So make sure to click on the link below or go to thehealthyfat.com/outspoken to find out now. Dr. Gundry has lost 70 pounds himself using his research and has kept the weight off for over 20 years and counting. His digestive issues are gone. His health is fantastic. He feels younger today than he did in his 40s. His video has been watched by over 20 million people to date. You can watch and learn more about it at thehealthyfat.com/outspoken. Just click on the link in the description box below this video. But now, back to the show.
Yes, I think it's particularly interesting case of Bournemouth, Dan, simply because, as you know, and just in case anyone else doesn't know, or anyone who's watching from outside the UK, Bournemouth was kind of a genteel place. It was, when it came to resorts, when I used to be taken as a kid, and indeed party conferences used to be held there. Also, it was always considered rather refined, rather middle class. It didn't have the rough edges, if you like, of Margate or Southend. But it has really, in a very short space of time, been transformed, as we say in this. And we found from the reaction of people to this documentary such relief that people were even talking about it. Because if it can, this is a feeling, if this can happen in Bournemouth, it can happen absolutely anywhere. And of course, it is happening anywhere and everywhere. I think that what I remember first made my ears prick up about this was that rape statistic that you highlighted there, where you've got basically something like a nearly 300% rise in rape. and it was completely concomitant with the huge surge in migration. And we were sort of very carefully going to gather the evidence together for this. We then made actually another documentary with Alex Phillips all about sexual crime, and how immigration had hugely turbocharged that. But in the case of Bournemouth, people have actually tried to do something. There is a kind of citizens group that's been formed, a security group to try to patrol the town. And now that we've highlighted the case, hopefully more will be done. The piece of clip you're showing here of this call to prayer,
I mean, what did you make of it? Because this has gone viral across the world, Peter, this clip.
Well, because yes, this happened, I think, just only last week or so. So, in other words, after we'd done this program. But when you look at it, all I see there is basically a show of dominance. I see, why cannot people be told you can go to your local mosque, or you can go to the mosque if you're here for the day. There are mosques in Bournemouth. Go there and pray. Why do you have to do this outside? No other religion does this. Why do you have to do this? And it is, I would say, like it's increasingly the case in European countries, a show of presence, a show of dominance. And yes, I don't like to see it. I don't like to see it. And I think that if you were down there on the beach with your family, I think your instinctive reaction, which then many people then cover up, remember, but your instinctive reaction would be one of discomfort. Why are you doing this? Why are you bringing in something to a completely sort of neutral and innocent setting of this, seaside town? It's a great, great shame. But I mean, what's happening in Bournemouth. But I think as well, it was highlighted in the media. When I say highlighted, they covered it. There was a female couple, one of them was murdered. The other one was very badly injured in an attack. That was on the beach. I'm not drawing any, connection with what we've just seen or anything. But nevertheless, these are serious, serious things. It's not just a sort of trend. You see, the point is, with all of this done, whether it is Bournemouth, whether it's, and that's the young guy, Thomas, there, who was an aspiring Marine, and when you look at his case, you mentioned that, and you've seen you got to know his father.
Amazing man, and his life totally destroyed.
Totally destroyed. And also, if you look at the guy, all the things that it highlights, that one case shows such a level of ineptitude, incompetence, cowardice, and God knows what else, that in fact, it almost defies belief. It's got it all. Everyone had blood on their hands in that situation.
Yes. I mean, he time and again, this terrorist murderer slipped through the system to the point where he was in a school, with 15-year-olds. It was absolutely sick.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.